What up, Reg? I hear you back down home, man. Hope everybody's doing good down there, good brother.
Reduce your risk of COVID-19 by cleaning and disinfecting frequently touched items and surfaces every day. These items include remotes, tables, counters, light switches, doorknobs, handles, toilets.
That's good, man. That's good news. It's real good news. As soon as these bumpers and advertisements go off, then we're going to start the show.
Or another general cleaner. Then use a household disinfectant to kill germs. Follow manufacturer's instructions for application and proper ventilation to safely use the product. For phones or other electronics, follow the manufacturer's instructions for cleaning and disinfecting. If no instructions, use alcohol-based wipes or sprays containing at least 70% alcohol. Dry surface thoroughly. For more tips, visit cdc.gov. Are you not entertained?
All right, good people. Thank you for tuning in to WOOM 92.9 FM, South Philadelphia Community Radio, giving you another edition of the 623 radio show, Thanksgiving edition. Everybody that's tuning in on the dial, thank you. Everybody that's watching on Facebook, thank you, thank you, thank you. I know it's early in the morning. I know a lot of people are probably getting ready for, what's up, Ma? Appreciate you. Thank you. Everybody that's watching, thank you for watching. I know everybody's getting ready for Thanksgiving, getting those pies and turkeys ready. Thank you for watching. So before we get started, I really want to have a moment of silence for a good friend of mine, mentor, helped me out a lot. Just real good man for the labor movement, Mr. Jim Moran. So I just want to have a moment of silence for him, his family, the work that he did for labor, what he poured into me, and helping me get to this position. So just want to have a moment of silence. All right. So again, thank you guys for tuning in, 92.9 FM, South Philadelphia Community Radio. Give me another edition of the 623 radio show. Coronavirus. Man, listen. If you are a 623 worker, you need to go get tested. And you need to go get tested now. On the way here to the show, I got 3 texts from the BAs who told me that 3 members have tested positive for coronavirus. Just that fast. You need to go get tested. Philadelphia is a hot spot, especially if you are at Oregon Avenue, because the cases in the city are just skyrocketing. We just had, and I'm just going to go ahead, I'm not trying to cause no panic. I'm just being truthful, giving you guys information to better take care of yourself and your family. It's just that simple. I don't care about what the company says, because where it got back to me that I'm trying to cause a panic and they don't agree. I don't care if they don't agree. They don't pay me. You guys do. So I got to tell you the truth. We just had another Mayfair driver test positive. That's 3 Mayfair drivers this week who tested positive. Go get tested. It's not going to cost you anything. Go to CVS MinuteCare with your Team Care insurance. It's free. It's free of charge. Don't let the company try to tell you, oh, Hooker, he don't know what he's talking about. He trying to, listen, this is serious. People are dying from this, and I get the whole 97% people live, 98% people listen. It's a whole lot different when it's at your doorstep. It's a whole lot different when it's knocking at your door. It's a whole lot different when you lost a loved one. It's a whole lot different when that person is sitting in your house. Those numbers don't mean nothing. And I'm going to tell you guys something a lot of people don't know. Only a few people know about this. This is why I keep pushing for this coronavirus, people to go and get tested. As you guys know, my grandmother passed away about a month and a half ago. She passed away from this COVID-19, and I didn't tell anybody, except for a few small people. But I want to break this thing down to you, the reason why I want you guys to go get tested. Now, I was in North Carolina, and I was going to go see my grandmother. My uncle called me and told me, hey, listen, she's at this facility. You're going to have to call them to see if you can see her, because you guys know when a person has COVID, the hospital is not going to let you in. So I'll call up to the facility and say, hey, listen, that's my grandmother. I want to see my grandmother. They say, okay, Mr. Hooker, you can see her, but you're going to have to sign a waiver just in case if you get it, then, they won't be liable. And I almost did it because I wanted to see my grandmother. I did. I really, really did. But then I had to think about it. If I go and see my grandmother while she has COVID, there's a possibility that I may get it. And guess who I'm bringing it back to? I'm bringing it back to my family at home. I'm bringing it back to the members at 623. That would have been irresponsible and unfair. Yeah, I wanted to see my grandmother. My grandmother had to die alone. So this is serious. Go get tested. Go get tested. Don't worry about them boxes. Them boxes ain't worrying about you. Your manager don't care nothing about you. They should be encouraging you to go get tested. The company right now, since it's safety by choice, not by chance, they should be encouraging you to go and get tested as well. They should be. Because the cases are out of control. Now, we can play this game and have the company make us feel guilty. Or if you go and get tested and you get it, you're going to be out of work. You're going to be missing the Christmas money. Because that's what they're going to tell you. If you go and get tested and you have it, you're going to be missing out all the Christmas money. That's what they're going to I'm telling you that's what they're going to tell you because that's what they do. You guys got to make a decision. Go and get tested. Go and get tested because I'm telling you, that $2 billion profit that they had during this whole pandemic, they're not going to care about your loved one if they have to go. If you bring that COVID back home to your kid or to your spouse, they're not going to care. Are they going to give you some of that $2 billion? Absolutely not. Stop worrying about them guys. They don't care nothing about you. They don't care. UPS does not. They don't even care about their own people. Do you know how many times people have part-time supervisors? I'm just going to tell it. Part-time supervisors and some full-time supervisors asked us as the leadership about what's going on with the cases because they don't even tell them. They do not care. And I know somebody going to share it to them because yesterday when I put a post up about the Center City Center being a hot spot, somebody shared it to the company. And the manager, he got all upset. Oh, man, Hooker, he's trying to cause a panic. No, I'm spreading awareness, telling people the truth. You need to go get tested. You can play around with COVID if you want to, but some of us can't afford to. I got a sick wife at home. Her immune system is shot. If she get it, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a real big problem. So go get tested. It's not gonna charge you anything. I could not even see my grandmother on her last days because of COVID. This is serious. This is personal. Go get tested. It's just that simple. It's not gonna cost you anything. Go get tested. Those boxes don't care about you. The company that you work for does not care about you. That's why on the bottom of that flyer, we put at the bottom, UPS protects packages, Teamsters protects you. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. Stop worrying about what these guys, what they going to think. Or they're going to do this. They're not going to do nothing. They're not going to do nothing to you. If you're sick, stay home. Stay home. They're not going to do nothing to you. You're sick. Go get tested. Man, Philly is a hot spot. And that Oregon Avenue building is on fire. The company don't want you to know it. They're not going to tell you. It's burning up over there. Because it's in the city. The city is spiking. And with all these new people coming into work, you don't know what's going on. Go get tested. I put some flyers out in the building last night up in the union boards about what you need to do about going to get tested. They're at B6 in the cafeteria, in front of the preload office, and a couple of the driving centers. I put up these flyers that'll tell you what you need to do to go get tested. There's a 1-800 number. If you don't want to go to the CVS Minute Clinic, call the 1-800 number. Make sure it's in network. Go get tested. Please, I'm telling you from experience. You do not want to go through not having to, can't go see your loved one on their deathbed because of COVID. That's a bad. I love my grandmother. I wanted to see her. I couldn't see her. Because if I went to go see her, I've been putting the members in jeopardy, family in jeopardy, myself in jeopardy. That was rough. That was really, really rough. So I'm not talking about something I heard or something I read, something somebody told me. A lot of people don't know this. I couldn't see her because of COVID. You think UPS cares? They're going to tell you they care, but they really don't. They want you to come to work. Listen, stop worrying about the COVID. And UPS, they're going to say something to me. They're going to do something to me. They're going to say this. They're going to say that. Listen, go get tested. I'm telling you to go get tested. Go get tested. I'm encouraging you to go get tested. Especially if you are a driver out of Oregon Avenue. You need to go get tested. Listen, I know somebody going to tell the company I'm saying this. I don't care. They can't do nothing to me. They can't do nothing to you either. Go get tested. I'm serious. Go get tested. It's just that simple. This is not a game. They're going to tell you, well, 98% survival rate. Yeah, that's true. But you think I want to hear about a 98% survival rate when I couldn't go see my grandmother because of COVID? And she died alone? Nobody care about no 98% survival rate. I wanted to see her. Go get tested. All right, so moving on to the next topic. Peak season is here. You know, sometimes the companies forget how to pay people. You worked 100 hours in a week, and then your check is $1 million short. File a grievance right away. Don't wait. Don't say, I'm going to give them a chance to fix it. File it right then and there. Stop waiting. These guys made $2 billion in profit in a pandemic. And we still got another month to go. And this is their money time right now. Who knows how much of a profit they're going to make? Listen, put the paperwork in. Get your money right away. Don't wait. They didn't wait for that $2 billion they got. Why you got to wait for your money? Why you got to wait? And then this whole 1650 thing. And then I hear that they're hiring them off the street 1650 at full time. Still trying to find out what's up with that. Haven't got an answer. Still prying. Still trying to find out what's going on with that. This is ridiculous. UPS is mad. Listen, I want you guys to remember all of this. 2023 will be here before you know it. Remember all of this. Remember the $2 billion in profit. You didn't get any hazard pay. And then this is what they did too that really kind of messed me up a little bit. If you go in there, and somebody sent this to me, if you go on UPS's, what they're trying to do to attract people to come work for them now, and if you're a Teamster, especially if you had negotiated this contract, man, this should make you so mad. What they said was that we are hiring people, I'm paraphrasing it, we're hiring people at a higher rate than what the Teamsters negotiated. That's a slap in the face. UPS is good, dude. I'm telling you, they are really good at really flipping the narrative and changing the narrative. They just told the whole country that we're giving, now they're not telling the whole story, we're giving the newer people more money than what the Teamsters could negotiate. When somebody sent me that, man, I just got instantly angry, instantly hot. Because, of course, they're not telling the whole story about how the people that's been working there for years not making that $16.50 or these other market rate adjustments that we see across the country. But when they put that out there, they did it to make a statement. They did it to make a statement. And you guys know what that statement is. We do more for the members than the Teamsters. We got to wake up, man. We got to wake up and really fight these guys. 2023 will be here before you know it, and we need to remember this. Remember all this stuff. And I'm hoping whoever wins this next IBT election, man, really lay down the gauntlet on this company. They really need to. And the members need to make sure that we stay engaged. We stay informed, and we help each other out, and we support laying down. Yeah, I know, AB, I know, dude, and that's the problem. I know, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad out here. That's why we need to stand together now. Don't wait until 2023. Let's start now. That's why we had those pickets and all that stuff he was doing for those 3 days, is to get everybody involved. To let them guys know that 623, we don't stand for this. But it has to keep moving. It has to keep going forward. Because 2023, man, it's gonna be one of those times where we're gonna have to make a decision. We're gonna have to make a decision. Or do we just want to keep laying down? Or are we gonna fight? Now, I will say this, whoever wins this IBT election, they know it will be a death sentence if they don't honor the majority vote. If we vote this contract down in 2023, whatever the case may be, if they don't honor the votes, they know they're going to be in some trouble. So I would suggest that all of us, whoever wins, hold these guys accountable. We have to. But don't wait until then. Do it now. Everybody that's running, hey, man, what you going to do if this contract is jacked up and we want to go on strike? Or are you going to prepare us to go to strike before negotiations? Because that's what I think needs to happen, man. We need to be ready to fight before the fight takes place. I mean, this is bad, man. I've never seen anything like this in my whole entire life, man. A company makes so much money doing one of the worst situations in human existence. Make so much money and treat the people who have made them that money as if they don't mean anything. I never seen anything like it. I never seen anything like it. And the threats and the bullying that they do, instead of just being morally right and saying, hey, listen, we know that you guys have sacrificed. You put your family life on the line throughout this whole year. Thank you for what you did. Now, moving forward, let's ask the members, do they want to come in on an extra day instead of trying to force people? They've been killing themselves all year. Yeah, man, that not everybody can do this work, AB. Not everybody can do it. It takes a special person to get up, come to work for UPS. You have to be mentally prepared. I think the mental part of the job is more demanding than the physical part of the job, because you have to be in a place where you know you're going to get talked to any kind of way. You're going to get harassed. The physical part you'll get used to. Muscle memory. You'll get used to the loading and the sorting and the delivering and the E-regs. You'll get used to that, but every day is a challenge, because you got to deal with managers and supervisors who just don't care nothing about you. And then you have to be careful not to go off, because if you go off, you're going to lose your job, and the union got to come in there and do what we need to do. And that's tough, because if you're giving your all to somebody and then you see how much you have given them through their profit margins, and then they just disrespect you, 1650 and all this 1850 and other parts, and I mean it's the, and if you don't come to work on your unscheduled day, it's going to be progressive discipline instead of doing the right thing and asking people, do you want to come in? Yeah, we know that you've been killing yourself. We know that you've been sacrificing yourself, and we know that you have put your family on the line and all this stuff. It's bad, dude. It's bad. I don't know. I don't know. Hey, you too, Antoine. You too, man. You and your family, and all the good brothers and sisters out of local 804. You know, appreciate you guys. And you guys keep rocking and rolling up there too, man. You guys are, again, a standard that, you know, I think a lot of locals should try to be. You know, you guys do a great job up there, man, New York City. Love you guys dearly, man. Appreciate you guys. And also, next year, we're going to be starting our newsletter. Shout out to Steve Salvucci, Chef Salvucci, for winning the, we had like a little contest with our members of who can pick the best name for the newsletter. And his title was 623 News for Your Dues. So we're gonna use that, and we're gonna let that be the title of our new newsletter starting next year. It's gonna be coming out once every quarter. So be on the lookout for that. All right, once every quarter. Be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for that newsletter. Also, next year, as you guys know, election for the IBT. And I want to give a big shout out to Marcus King yesterday. He came out to the hub and got some signatures for one of the candidates that they added to that slate. And it was kind of funny because I had some drivers was asking about what was going on. And it was like, hey, man, is this guy running against you? I said, no. We're not up for election for another 2 years for office. He was like, well, if they running against you, then I'm not signing. I said, no, man, Marcus is a good dude. He's trying to get some people on the slate. I said, that's for international elections. So is there any confusion here at 623 when you see these guys out at the gates? It's going to be the power slate and the odd slate. Now, we're not running this is international stuff. We're not running against those guys. They're not running against us. They're running against each other, because Hoffa's retiring. So one way or another, we're going to have new leadership. And so these guys want our support. They want our vote. They want your support. And I would just suggest and encourage everybody to do your homework, do your research, past, present, future. What has these guys done in the past? What are they doing now? What do you see them doing in the future? That's going to be a conversation that, you know, you're going to have to have. We're going to have to have. You know, and you guys know I hate this whole thing. I hate politics with a passion. But I can't get around it because of the job itself. So probably next year, You know, we're gonna make an endorsement to who we want to lead the IBT election. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But the one thing I will say, and the one thing I will let everybody know, I'm not gonna let politics dictate to me on who we should or should not support. I fell for that. I fell for that years ago, and it came back and it bit me. It bit my family. So I'm not going to be one of those ones that's going to go along with the get along. I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to do politics my way. I'm not going to let politics change me, dictate to me, or anything like that. I'm just not going to do it. Because for what I've understood and seen since taking this job, politics, man, people change so quick if you don't agree with their politics. And I've been a victim of it, and you know, I've been a victim. I've also been a participant in it. I didn't know no better. There's no excuse. But politics, man, it has a way of, man, people just they put so much into it that if you don't agree with them on their politics per se, then they just want to throw you away. I can't get down like that. I mean, there's a lot of guys who I don't agree with politically, but we're still Teamsters. Still going to, you know, be a Teamster, fight with them against the companies. Now, we may not agree on politics. Like, there's a lot of Teamsters that voted for Trump. Well, we're just supposed to throw them away because they voted for Trump? No. That's not how this works. There's a lot of people that's going to vote for the I slate. There's going to be some people that vote for Chris Rivera. There's going to be some people that vote for Verma. I'm not going to throw them away because our politics don't match up. That's stupid. No one wins like that. No one wins like that, man. And you know, yeah, I'm not gonna let that change me, man. I refuse. I refuse. After being burnt and seeing how politics can be used, I refuse to go down that road again. I refuse to do it. It's just not gonna happen. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna do it the way I want to do it. You know, and I know it's gonna upset some people, but there's nothing. I mean, I'm not doing it to upset anybody. I'm doing it because I have to be right here. I have to be right morally. I have to be right spiritually. I have to be right characterized. And there's a lot of things that I'm not looking for perfection. No one is perfect. But I have to internally agree with who I am supporting. I have to be. I just have to be. I have to be. Oh yeah, Chris. No doubt, brother. No doubt about that. Cause that's how we got here. I'm not going to change myself or my politics just because of whatever. We're going to do what got us here, and we're going to continue to build on what got us here. So, Thanksgiving Eve. I hope you guys spend time with your families as much as possible. Be safe. You know, family is very important. It's very, very important. I mean, we do this job because of our families. We get up every morning because of our family. We go to work because of our families. To be honest, the only reason why, it's a couple of reasons why, but the main reason why I ran for this position, because one day me and my wife, we was sitting down at the table. We was having dinner years ago, and I was just talking about how I wish the union would change and how we would there's something that needed to be done. And she told me this story that she was listening to Joel Osteen. And he was talking about how his father was this giant of a man, which he was, and Joel was the guy in the background. And when his father passed away, you know, he was pushed to the front. And my wife was telling me about that, and so maybe it's you may need to do something like that. So I told my wife, man, I said, I'm not a person that likes to be in the front. I like to be in the back. I don't like to do a whole lot of rah-rah, sis, boom, bah. I don't like a lot of attention. I really don't. I hate it. I do, because there's a responsibility that comes with it. And sometimes, man, I don't want to get hit upside the head or get bashed because something didn't go right. You know, that's painful. To want something so bad and you think you're doing the right thing and then it falls apart. That's a heavy load that I don't want to have to carry. But it didn't work out that way, you know. First time we lost by 37 votes. Next time we won. And now we're here. And so we got to keep pushing and continue to do the job. And I also want to say to the local, we continue to make history. Over $106,000 in 9-5 grievances. That's never happened here. This never happened. And we're going to try to build on top of that. Because we got to keep building. I don't ever want to become stagnant and still. Because the moment labor stands still, the moment labor becomes stagnant, the moment the members don't become engaged or we don't create activity, then we begin to lose. And we've been losing a lot. We've lost a lot. The company continues to win. The members continue to lose. And we have to change that. And I want to give a big shout out to the brothers in Alabama, man, Amazon. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all something. You know what's even more impressive? That is in a right-to-work state, I believe. I believe Alabama is right to work. And they're doing that in a right-to-work state. So, man, shout out to them guys in Alabama at the Amazon. They trying to vote for becoming to get into a union. Man, I gotta find out who they are, man, and reach out to them and talk to them, man, and just give them our support, man, because that's awesome. That is awesome, and I hope they make it. I hope they do it, because Amazon is a threat to just all labor. It doesn't matter what industry you're in, they're a threat, and we need to organize them in the worst way. Shout out to the nurses from PASNAP. They went back to work on Monday. Now you know it's bad. You guys know it's bad. If the nurses and just visualize this and think about this for a minute. If the nurses can't get what they are supposed to get in a pandemic, where does that leave you and I? What's going to happen to us? What are we going to do? If the nurses in a global pandemic can't get what they need, dude, we got to stick together. We got to fight. We got to. What type of, you got to be some kind of evil. Something has to be wrong with you. Not to give the nurses what they need to take care of patients, not just in a pandemic, but on everyday life. Then when you throw that pandemic part on it with this COVID, man, something got to be wrong. Dude, we got to stick together. We got to fight together. We gotta work this thing out. We have to. We got to. We got to. Because if not, if they're going to do that to the nurses in the pandemic, what are they going to do to you? What are they going to do to me? We got to stand up, guys and gals. We got to get together. It's just that simple. And we got to stop focusing on so much on the leaders. They can only do so much. It falls on the members. It falls on the rank and file. We have to come together. Now, the leadership does have to play their part. And we have to give the members something to engage in. We have to give them something to believe in. And I think a lot of times that's why the members don't vote. They don't believe in their vote. They don't believe in the leadership. They don't believe in it. And if you look at what has happened the past two contracts of UPS, especially this last one, we have given every advantage to the company. We have, because we have showed the company that no matter what the members say, the leaders are going to do what they want to do. Imposed contracts from 2013 to 2018, team care 22-4, 4-year progression, 9-5, all that stuff over the last 10 years. You know, that's a bad look. And then you want people to vote. It's going to be tough, man. That's why we're working hard, man, here to get our members engaged and informed on voting in every election, voting on every contract, filing the grievances, coming out to the rallies, coming out to the meetings, even though they may be Zoom right now, because we gotta stay together. We got to stick together, stay together, because if not, we're gonna be in trouble. We're gonna be in trouble. What's this here? So again, go get tested. I'm gonna say that about 100 times. Go get tested for this coronavirus. Go get tested. Don't wait. Don't put yourself at risk. Don't put your family at risk. Don't put your Teamster brothers and sisters at risk. It's a hot spot at Oregon Avenue. I'm just telling you like it is. It's a hot spot down there. Hot. COVID is running rampant. Go get tested. Go get tested. I'm gonna be called all kind of names, which is fine. Hooker, you call us in a panic. Listen, go get tested. It's just that simple. Go get tested. Don't worry about the 98% survival rate. Yeah, like I said, you don't care about the numbers when it's you, when it's at your door, when it's in your house, when it affects your family. It's easy to talk about the rate when it's not you. Well, I got a personal story about that. And for all those who weren't here in the beginning, we'll talk about that after the break at 10 o'clock. But go get tested. Go get tested for coronavirus. And I know the company, they're going to tell you where you're going to be missing out on Christmas money and this, that, and the other. And that is the decision that you're going to have to make. But they're not telling you that because they care about you getting that money. They could care less. Go get tested. Go get tested, man. It's just that simple. I'll talk about that too after the break. I'll tell you more on why we want you guys to go get tested. So after the 10 o'clock break, we're going to talk about why we keep pushing this thing about getting tested, especially here in Philly. The cases are rising. They're rising in our local. People call us every single day about, I tested positive, what should I do? We're giving them the information, and then we're just waiting on the company to confirm the case. So it's a lot. If you do all the math right now, I think we may have about 80 cases or more total. But in the last week, from the phone calls and stuff, about 10 people, I believe, probably even more. And I think a lot of people who probably know they have it, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to do that, because that will cause a panic. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to speculate. I'll say that. I'll just tell you the facts. I'm not going to put out there to get people all, I'm not going to do that. I'll keep that one to myself. But I'll just spit out straight facts of people who I do know, people who have called us, and the centers that they have come from. I'll keep it at that. I'm not gonna do that. But the bottom line is, everybody need to get tested, man. It's just that simple. So What you guys got going on for Thanksgiving, man? You going anywhere, doing anything? Y'all prepping the meals now, you know? What y'all got happening, man? The turkey and the dressing, the oyster stuffing, the chitlins and all that kind of good eating, man. I wish I had me some good chitlins, man. Whew. Now, Mr. South, you guys don't know how I wish I could just go to Bojangles and every day, or just go down to there's this place we call Little Washington, North Carolina. No, not yes, in Washington. It's a place called Boss Hog Backyard Barbecue. Oh man, I miss all that good eating, man. Yeah, I'm just trying to add some stuff in before this 10 o'clock, before I get back into what we was talking about. But we need you guys to get tested, man. We need you guys to do whatever you can to go get your test done. Wait for the results. If they come back positive, listen, you know you're doing the right thing. You're protecting yourself, protecting your family, protecting your brothers and sisters at work. You'll get paid for it. You'll get paid for if you have COVID, you will get paid for it. We put the information out there on our website. You'll get paid. If you happen to get it, someone in your household gets it, you will get paid. So you're not losing anything. You're not losing anything by getting the test. The test is free. And if some way, somehow, God, I hope that you don't get it, praying that you don't have it, but you will get paid. Just be responsible. Let's encourage each other to wear a mask. Shout out to the Day Sword yesterday. Everybody had their mask on. I was there for Twilight. People had their mask on. Let's encourage each other to wear the mask. If you don't want to wear the mask, UPS will give you a face shield. Let's continue to do these things that will slow the spread. Because when you're working next to somebody and they go home and come back, man, you don't know who they're in contact with, and especially with all these new hires coming in, man, you just don't know. So we encourage everybody to continue to wear your mask. Wear your mask. Wear your mask. Wear your mask. All right, good people. You're listening to WOAM 92.9 FM, giving you another edition of the 623 radio show on South Philadelphia Community Radio. We'll be back after the break.
92.9 FM Philadelphia.
Now here's something we hope you'll really like.
Listeners can now support South Philadelphia Community Radio via Patreon, which allows either monthly or one-time donations for as little as $1. WOOMLP is a grassroots media project reliant upon listener support. Donors giving a minimum of $10 receive a pack of South Philadelphia Community Radio large format logo magnets, suitable for fridge or car. Donor individuals or institutions giving $50 a month are eligible to receive underwriting messages broadcast live on air. For more information or to donate, visit www.spcr.org and press the Become a Sponsor button near the top of the homepage. That's www.spcr.org. We thank you for your support.
Welcome to the Shortwave Report. I'm your host and producer, Dan Roberts.
All right, good people, we back. You're listening to WOAM 92.9 FM, South Philadelphia Community Radio. Give you another edition of the 623 radio. So, at the beginning of the show, I talked about everybody getting tested, and I want to start this hour with that same message. If you are a 623 member, you need to go get tested. You need to go get tested. This is not a game. Go get tested. The cases are spiking crazy. Oregon Avenue right now is on fire with these cases. This morning, one of my BAs, they text us in a group that we had another Mayfair driver who tested positive for coronavirus. That's 3 Mayfair drivers this week. That's at one end of the building. On the opposite end of the building, Center City has had a few drivers test positive. Listen, this is serious. This is serious, serious, serious. Now, for all the people out there who want to talk about numbers and, you know, it's a 98% survival rate, and you may be true. But no one cares about that 98% if it's at your house, if it's knocking at your door, if it's sitting at your table, if you can't go and be with that loved one who has it because of coronavirus or because of the COVID. And I'm going to tell you why. A lot of people don't know this. I don't know if you guys was on the show earlier. Most people know that my grandmother passed away a few weeks ago. She passed away from the coronavirus. Now, I didn't tell too many people that because, you know, I just didn't tell people. Certain people I did, but not everybody. But I wanted to tell people that now because this is serious and the cases are rising. Now, I wanted to go see my grandmother, but the people told me at the facility that you can go see her, but I'm going to have to sign a waiver because of the coronavirus, and they don't want to get jammed up if I get it. And as bad as I wanted to see my grandmother had to die alone. She had to die alone because of coronavirus. Couldn't see her. So that 98% survival rate means nothing to me. Means nothing to me at all. I could care less about numbers when it comes to people dying. One is too many. One is too many. So I thought about signing it, but then I said, you know what? That's selfish and irresponsible because my wife, her immune system is shot. If she gets it, I'm potentially not just going to my grandmother's, I might be going to my wife's too. So that's out. Kids, even though they have a higher chance of survival, don't want to put them through that. Then it's the membership, the BAs. Now, what if they get it? What if I'm selfish enough to go and sign that paper, go and see her, I get it, and I spread it to everybody? That's bad, and that's irresponsible, and that's why I didn't do it. So that's why I'm encouraging you guys to go get tested. It's not going to cost you nothing. Go to CVS Minute Clinic. Use your Team Care card. I talked to them yesterday because I want to make sure I'm giving you guys the right information. I called Team Care and said, hey, if our members go to, I said, where can our members go to get this coronavirus test for free? She said, go to any CVS Minute Clinic. And if they don't want to go to the CVS Minute Clinic, you call this 1-800 number and it will let you know all the facilities in the network you can go and get tested for free. In March, I brought this up to the company, and they said, well, testing, they're not going to test everybody. This is going to be going to the nurses. Okay. You can go get tested now. You can go get tested now. Go get tested. 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 Wear your mask. Do what you need to do. Don't let these guys make you feel guilty because, hey, you know, if you go get tested and you got it, you're going to be missing out on that Christmas money. Listen, forget the Christmas money. You're going to get paid regardless. Go get tested. This is not me trying to scare people. This is not me trying to cause a panic. This is me as the principal officer of 623 telling our members where there's a big spike in these cases to go get tested. It is irresponsible of me not to tell you this, especially when I see, listen, before I got here, we got 2 messages from drivers who tested positive from Oregon Avenue. Go get tested. Just go. Forget those boxes. Worry about your family. UPS protects the packages. Uh-oh, I did something. Oh, how do I stop it?
California, listening to international broadcast is almost quite
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna have to do this.
broadcast, or a computer or smartphone with an internet connection.
Yeah, but
Listeners can now support South.
all right, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. Go get tested. It's just that simple. Go and get tested. Don't be made to feel guilty because they tell you, hey man, if you go get tested and you get it, you're not gonna get that Christmas money. You're gonna get paid for the time you're out. You're gonna get paid for the time you're out. Go get tested. Drivers, you don't have to take a helper. You don't have to take one. Yesterday, I got a message saying that a manager told our shop stewards that if they don't take a outside helper, that they were going to the trucks was going to get blown out and they was going to have to cut routes. Bully tactic. This is why I'm telling you guys, United Parcel Service does not care about you. They only care about one thing. The payday, profits, payday and profits. That's it. You don't factor in their care at all. So listen, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Some of them may be some good people, but when they come to work, they just got the UPS on their mind, man. Whatever they want them to do, they gonna do. So I know some of y'all may be good with them, good friends with them, but don't ever mistake your friendship with some of them with their business, because their business overrides your friendship, and it will continue to override your friendship with them. It's just that simple. Go and get tested. Go and get tested. It's not going to cost you anything, and if you do have it, you will get paid for the time that you're out. It's just that simple. Don't let these guys make you feel guilty because you want to go and get tested, and don't try to make them put the union against you. It's not that. We care about you guys. We just want you guys to go and get tested. You know, it's a hot spot over at Oregon Avenue, and you guys have to get tested. We're going to be putting these flyers out. Some of them are down there at the airport already. Some of them will be down at the Oregon Avenue building next week. Go get tested. Just that simple. Go and get tested. And also, you're going to start to see some people at the gates as things move on about, what's this saying? There's going to be some people at the gates for the IBT election. We had one of our brothers running on the power slate, Marcus King. He was out there yesterday, getting some signatures because they added some people on the slate and they're trying to get them accredited. So listen, sign the sheets. Sign the sheets. Everybody deserves a right to run. Chris Lavera, Steve Verma, O'Brien, all them guys, they want to run. Let them run. Let them run. Sign it. You know, they're not running against 623 because some drivers was like, hey man, if they're running against you, then I'm not signing it. I had to tell them, no, that's not what this is. This is for them to get on the ballot to run. So this is not 623 against or versus those guys. This is they're trying to get on the ballot. All right, they're trying to get on the ballot. So you know, I think as a Teamster, you do want choices. You don't want to be myopic in not just your thinking, but also in the choices for who should be representing the Teamsters. The more choices you have, I think it makes it better for the people that's running, you know, because you have to be on your A game when you got somebody running against you. You just can't go out there and just, you know, lollygag, you know what I'm saying? But vote. Bottom line, vote. Next year is going to be a big year for the Teamsters. Very big year. And I'm wondering how they're going to handle all this stuff with the COVID. Now, like I said, if it was me, I wouldn't have everybody meet in Las Vegas for the convention. I would do it by region. Each region you meet, I don't know, somewhere in the east. Southern you meet in the south. Central you meet in the central area. West you meet over there. And then we should do it like that. It'll keep everything, with this COVID thing, at least try to minimize the effects of it, just in case. Because if you got everybody coming to one spot, man, who knows what could happen. But if they break it up into regions, I think that would be the best thing. That's just me. That's what I would do. But we'll see what's going to happen. We'll see what's going to happen, man. Also, we haven't heard anything back from our hearing yet. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see. I know a lot of people are very anxious and concerned, as we are as well. We'll see what happens. Really, I just want to really talk about peak season and going to get tested today. You got to go get tested, guys. Go and get tested, please. If you are a 623 member, go get tested. It's just the bottom line. Go get tested. Wear your mask. Cases they're just going crazy right now, and we need everybody tested. Oregon Avenue is, it's spiking up real bad, and I know why. Because it's in the city. Our drivers deliver in the city, and Philly is just a hot spot right now. So they are more, they put their lives, they're at risk more than they ever been. So we need to make sure that we do the right thing, man. It's unbelievable. But if the company don't or won't or can't or refuse to encourage you to go and get tested, I'm encouraging you. Please go and get tested, especially if you are a driver at Oregon Avenue. You need to go and get tested. It's just that simple. Because you guys are out in it 11, 12 hours a day. In and out. You're going to people's homes. You're going to these businesses. Go and get tested. Don't bring back what is at one of these businesses back home to your family or back to the building. Go get tested. Go and get tested. Because you guys know one of our BAs had the COVID. He tested negative. He's back. But since there was a big spike at Oregon Avenue, our BAs over there got tested and it came back negative. So it's not, this is just a safety precaution. We need everybody to get tested. The BAs have gotten tested over there at Oregon Avenue. Tiny Callan and Norm Calais, they got tested for it. Everything is good with them. We need you guys. We trying to lead by example. We're getting tested. We need you guys to get tested too, because we're around you guys a lot, which we should be, because if you guys in there, we're going to be in there. But we want to make sure that we're not giving it to you. So I want you guys to follow our lead, follow our example. Go and get tested. It's just that simple. It's really that simple. It's not going to cost you anything. It's not. It's not going to cost you. Just go and get tested. Also, as you guys know, no Christmas party this year because of COVID. No Christmas party. We cannot take that chance. The Union Hall, we modified, stuff going on here. Right now, it's just going to be me and the office staff there. The BAs are going to be primarily in the shops, visiting their shops. You guys have their number. You call them. Call the hall if you need something like withdrawal card, legal service issues, Any issues like that, somebody will be there. But we want to make sure that we are safe and responsible, because we got lucky with Romeo. We got lucky. Just imagine if 4 or 5 of us get it, then we can't service you. So it's my job to be responsible to make sure that these things still happen. So we had to cut back the office hours. So instead of everybody coming to the hall, we're in the shops, we're in the buildings. We can work through Zoom. We can communicate that way. But we can't risk all of us getting it, and then we can't service the members at all. And that's what we can't do, because I think Romeo, he was out for 3 weeks. Just imagine there's 4 or 5 BAs out for 3 weeks. We're not doing what we're supposed to do. So we got to be responsible, and we got to lead by example. So I want you guys to go get tested. Go get tested. It's not going to cost you anything. It's not. It's free. Free. It's free. It'll give you that peace of mind. You're not bringing that back to your family, and you're not bringing it back to your brothers and sisters at work. It's free. So just get tested. It's just that simple. Enjoy your holidays tomorrow. I got about 10 minutes left. Enjoy your holiday. If you are a 623 member and you plan on working on Black Friday, there's a lot of discussion on people got questions. We've answered those questions already about how you're going to get paid, who's working. If you are at PHL and you're a full-timer, Twilight person, you will be offered to work. None of that stuff that happened last year. Everybody knows what happened last year. We're not going for that. So you will be offered to work. If you want it, take it. If not, then they'll go to the next person. They will be doing it in seniority order, but you will be offered to work if you're a full-timer out there. Same thing at Oregon Avenue. If you work on a ground shift, it's double time. Twilight is a ground shift. Preload is a ground shift. If you are a person that works on a ground shift, double time. All right, so we got to do some things about that. Our next contract. For the life of me, I don't understand how a certain shift can get double time, but not every shift. I don't get that. If I'm working on a holiday, I should get double time, like everybody else. Contract. So again, you guys gotta get involved in this, because 2023 will be here before you know it. And I hope you guys are paying attention to what's going on with these market rate adjustments, how people get paid for holidays, they work on the holiday, if they don't, all this stuff, full-time jobs, all of it. Pay attention. 2023 will be here before you know it. This year went by fast. This year went by super fast. I mean, it feels like we just got elected, and boom, man, it was just thing got the thing. COVID, Greyhound contract, UPS, man, it's just been the Red Lion Road building, IBT delegate stuff, IBT election stuff. Man, this been a crazy year, but it's been good. It's been good. It's been real good. It's been real good, and I'm thankful to the members of 623. I'm very, very appreciative of this opportunity. Thankful for what you guys have done for us as a leadership, getting more involved, filing the grievances, holding the company more accountable. I am thankful for you guys. Words cannot describe how I really feel. There's a lot to be thankful for, and being able to be in this local is one of them. Being able to serve you guys is one of them. Being able to come to work with some of the best BAs in history is one of them. Being able to have the best 2 office staff you know, is a lot to be thankful for. Being able to help people, you know, it's a lot to be thankful for, man. But just being able to serve the greatest people in the world is enough to be thankful, and I'm thankful for it. I appreciate it every day. I don't take this lightly or think I'm owed this, because it could have been anybody. But you guys chose us to do this, and I am very, very thankful. Because, like I said, it could have been somebody else. But you guys, man, great. And it seems like we've been in office for about 3 years with everything that's been going on already. And we still got 2 years on this term. So, man, it's been a good ride. We got hit. We hit back, you know. We took some lumps. We gave some lumps back. You know, just the nature of the job. But I need y'all to pray for me with this politics, though, man. I need y'all to pray. Man, I need y'all to help me out on this one, man. I hate it. I hate it, man. It is bad. I did not know. Because there's not a book to read that helps you out with this. There's a Secretary Treasurer book that's up in the office that I read from time to time. But it's not nothing. It has nothing to do with, you know, with the politics of the job, man. This is one of the things where, you know, we've learned on the fly since we got in, and this is one of those things that we're going to have to learn on the fly as well. I'm just looking forward to next year, because this year it was a lot of learning, growing pains. There was no normally there's like a Secretary Treasurer class and officers class. They didn't have that. There's a lot of stuff that they could have helped us out to get us better acclimated to the job and the job functions. But because of COVID, we couldn't do it. So hopefully next year we can do those things and be better at the job. Just imagine once we get that part, once we get the book part of the job down packed, man, we're going to be rough, man. We're going to be rough. Whew. I can't wait. Because right now, we're just doing off of instinct, passion, love, compassion, fight. It's just in our blood and instincts to want to do this. But just imagine when the knowledge catch up to that. Man, we're going to be rough, man. We're going to be rough. We're going to be rough. And I'm looking forward to that. But again, man, I'm thankful on this Thanksgiving Eve for just having this opportunity to serve the greatest members in the Teamsters history. You know, this has been a night and day situation from last year into this year. It really has. A lot more information has been given out, a lot more transparency, a lot more representation, a lot more service. Just give, and that's what we told you was going to do. We're going to give. One of the things that me personally, I wanted to focus on was 3 things: service, organizing, and growth. And I think we're doing that. We're in the right direction. Our service has become a lot better. The organizing has become a lot better, and and growth. We're now in a better position to grow. But before I go, and I meant to talk about this earlier, man, it was so much stuff. I was reading this book, and this is going to crack you guys up. You're going to probably wonder why I was reading it. It was a book about keeping the union out of your company. And I know you probably say, man, why would you read that book? Well, I want to know what people who don't want unions in their company, what do they think about? How do they do this? It was a few things that stuck out to me. One thing, and I think we all can agree on, is this. One of the things that this book writer was saying is that the reason why the union is no good for the company is because the union does not hold, especially the leadership. They don't know how to adapt. Things change and they don't know how to change with it. They don't know how to change with the times. If you look at UPS, the one thing they are very, very good at is they change with the times. They change with the membership. Again, if you look at their leadership structure, I think the first time in history they have a woman running the CEO. If you look at just my district, the Chesapeake district, I don't know if they ever had a woman as the president. They have a Latino woman as the president. If you look at the Eastern Region's president, is a woman, an African-American woman. So they see what's going on and they change with it. But for some reason, if you look at the workers and you look at the leadership of the Teamsters, they don't mirror each other. It's a totally different contrast. It's like oil and water. They just don't mix. You know, it's totally, totally different. And I think that's why there's a big disconnect with the rank and file and the leadership, because we don't adapt. And then if you look at it now, there's a change trying to happen, but you can see that there's going to be some strife and some conflict, because there's a good old boy system that wants to stay in place and stay in power. And if you threaten that, if you challenge that, then you become a problem. And they try to ostracize you and kick you to the curb, and you're a rebel rouser and a troublemaker and all of the kind of stuff. But we do need to change. And when I read that, I thought about that, because they're absolutely right. Until the union becomes more reflective of its members from leadership, you know, from standpoint, and until we get engaged more with the rank and file, we're never going to really win against the company until we adapt, we engage, we encourage, we unite, we fight together. Until that happens, the companies will still win. And I strongly agree. And I know people may not agree with what I'm about to say, but it's just my honest opinion, and I could be wrong, that it will not matter who wins this IBT election if the members don't get involved, if they don't become engaged. Because to me, speaking from UPS standpoint, I have gotten a lot of what I've gotten because of a lot of people that's running in these elections. I have, from Team Care to the 22-4, to the from the 4-year progression to the harassment, and to the 905, and to all the feeder stuff, subcontracting. A lot of these people that's running for these offices have given UPS what they wanted. Now, the members voted it down. But again, the leaders sided with the company. A lot of them did. Now, I get it now. There's some change and this, that, and the other, and I get all that. But I think the members, what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to unite as well. We're going to have to come together as well and say, hey, we're just not going to take it. We're not going to take it from the company, and we're not going to take it from our union elected officials. But we have to do that. We have to force their hand. We have to do it, because reading that book kind of opened up my eyes to why companies fight so hard to keep the union out of their company, and why they're so successful. You know, and it was very alarming, because it hit you right here, like, ooh, man, that's right. We don't adapt. You know, we don't engage. We don't educate. We don't do these things, and that gives these companies, especially the big ones, an advantage, because we don't really sell the unit advantage to our members. And it's hard to do that when you keep taking their votes away. It's hard to do that when you force contracts on them. It's hard to do that when you see some of the stuff you see from a lot of these people that's running. That's very, very hard. And that plays into the company's hand. So we got to somehow, some way, we got to change that. We got to change that. And I'll never forget. In 2016, I showed my wife the video of the 2016 convention. And she said it better than I've ever heard it said ever before. She said the reason why companies don't take you guys, the teams, serious is because look at what you guys do to each other. Let's look. And when you look at that 2016 convention, man, it was bad. Like me as a company, if I'm like, man, I'm not worried about these guys. Look at them. Let's look at them. So we got to change that image. We have to. And I don't know if we can do it right now because all the stuff you see is happening. But we got to change that image of we are a brotherhood and a sisterhood. And yeah, we may not agree on who we want to lead our organization, from time to time. But my God, man, we got to be careful. We got to be careful. We got to be careful because these people are watching. Like I said, when my wife told me that in 2016, she was right. Why would any company take you serious if you treat your own people like they don't belong, like they don't have a voice, like they don't matter, like they're nothing? We got to change that. We really have to change that because if not, then we're never going to grow. We're never going to win. The union leaders may win who want these positions and titles, but the members ultimately will lose. And that's what we got to change. We got to change that. That's why I don't like this politics, man. And I'm just going to let everybody know now. I took a picture yesterday because I know they're going to try to change the narrative and, oh my God, I knew it and blah, blah, blah. Listen. Number one, I know the narrative is going to change. But I took a picture with my man Marcus King, and he was holding up the power slate. Listen, I love Marcus King. He's a good brother. So I took a picture with him. Take it for however you want to take it. Me personally, I know it's going to get flip-flopped and dissected and people are going to do whatever, which is fine. But I just want to let you guys know now before it gets out of control. What else, man? I think that's about it, good people. I'm going to get out of here. I know everybody's getting ready to get with their family soon. Love on them. Love on them, man. Love on your family. Get with your family. Spend time with them. Tell them you love them. Enjoy the gathering if you are going to do that. Be safe. Stay safe. Mask up. If you're a 623 member, go get tested, please. Don't leave nothing to chance. It's not going to cost you anything. Go and get tested. If you do have the coronavirus and you find out after you get the test, follow protocols, you'll get paid for it. You still get paid. You'll still get paid. All right? Go get tested, please. Go get tested. If you're going to work, make sure your money is right. If it's not right, file a grievance. Don't wait and wait and wait and wait. File it right away. Get with your shop steward. Let them know. Don't wait. Because what happens now, sometimes we get calls saying, hey, my pay is short, but you didn't get with us until 2 weeks, 3 weeks later. Let us know right then and there that it's short and that way we can take it wherever. Joe, I'm going to tell you, brother, that will probably never end. And that's why we got to fight and make sure that we're doing our part. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But all right, good people, I'm going to get out of here. I love you. Stay safe. Mask up. 623. Go get tested. Plain and simple. I'm encouraging you to go get tested. I don't know if the company going to tell you. They probably won't. But I'm telling you, go get tested. This is serious. I done told you my story already. I don't care about the 98% survival rate. That means nothing to me when you can't go and see your own grandmother as she takes her last breath. That 98% didn't even enter my mind. I wanted to see my grandmother. I couldn't go see her. because she had the COVID. So listen, go get tested. This is serious. This is not a game. Numbers don't mean nothing at all. When it's at your house, it's at your doorstep, if you're living through it, numbers mean absolutely nothing. Go get tested. Please. As always, I love you. Thank God for you guys. I appreciate you guys for giving this opportunity. Enjoy the Thanksgiving holiday. We all have a lot to be thankful for. Regardless of what goes on in your life, you are still living. You're still able to live and see and to fight another day. All right. I love you. God bless. 623 radio show. We out. See y'all next month. We only got a couple more shows I can do before next year. I'm gonna probably try to do 2 next month. I told you guys with everything going on, it's a little rough. But I am going to try to do at least 2 a month. So we're going to talk about our plans for next year and what they mean for you and your family, what it means for the local. All right. Again, love you. Go get tested. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. Enjoy your family. All right. Peace out. God bless. We love you.